Hey, how's it going, everybody? Toddzilla with Joe's Auto War Clan. You can see here we did lose to the Clash Bandicoots. They're actually a pretty decent clan. Unfortunately, actually, all their attacks were pretty much the exact same thing, just mass Valk attacks with a couple of rages, which is, it's definitely a strategy, but the whole point of the last update for Supercell was actually to kind of get rid of these mass spam attacks, and obviously it did nothing to curb the mass Valk attack there from those guys. But anyway, guys, we're going to do a GoVaHo, GoVaHo attack video here, looking at the Devil on number 7 and then Red X on number 8 there. Let's take a peek at number 7 first from the Red Devil. Running with some Earthquakes, 2 heals, and a Rage on this particular one. Again, the rest that you run using the Earthquake, you don't have any poisons for the CC, and you lose out on another, 2 space spell. So you can see he's only got 2 heals and Rage left instead of having 4 normal type spells. But does pull the Clan Castle there with the Giant, which was a good, smart job on his part. Couple monster damage units coming out there. Enraged Baby Dragon, Wizard, and Tanky Valk. But does a decent job of getting rid of that. And then once they're basically into that little section and he gets this funnel set up, he can release those Valkyries. There they come. They're just going to go right into the center here. A little Barb King on Barb King action. That Rage probably should have been dropped a little bit lower. So the top end would have been on top of those 2 little Teslas. I'm going to pause it here. Like, there's only 2 possible double giant bomb spots on this entire base. One was there. One was, in between these buildings there. A Tesla popped up there, and I'm assuming there was a double giant bomb right there where that Wizard just got taken out. But as you can see, once they get into the middle, it's going to be those 17 hogs that he had to come right in. Do want to highlight down here, 2 hogs came in there, and with the new update, those little guys do a little bit more damage, and you can see just a sliver of health left. Kills 2 hogs going in at once, so just keep that in the back of your head if you're planning on getting any point defenses that are just solo. 2 hogs, depending on how close you are to that. If they didn't need quite as long of a run-in, I believe they may have gotten that down, but with that particular distance, 2 hogs, not enough to take out that extra damage cannon nowadays after that new update. But that was the last one that they just took out there, and then we have about 30 seconds of cleanup. So a very nice attack there from the Devil, and it's kind of a modified base design from the General, but just another way of attacking that style of base. GoVaHo certainly worked very well there. Now we're going to look at Red X on the video there. Another GoVaHo attack with a few extra troops added in. So we got the 15 hogs, 9 Valks. And these are, if you remember back in the day when we were running a lot of GoVaHos, they're called cluster cores. There's just a lot of stuff in a kind of a wide open core. If you ever see that, that's going to be like signal number 1 that you want a rage spell. So you're just going to basically drop a rage, and it's going to cover this entire cluster core, and your Valks are just going to go in there on a GoVaHo and absolutely demolish everything within that core. So we got Expo, CC, and the Town Hall, which are pretty high hit point buildings there. And they're going to go down pretty quick once they throw that rage in there, once those Valks get in there. And that's kind of the whole strategy with those cluster cores. If there's a ton of stuff, right in the middle, you can use a jump to get in with your GoVaHo, basically get into this first section. I believe he attacks here right by the Archer Queen, which was a little bit of a mistake on his part. He should have thrown his Barb King down right away once the Golem goes down, because the Barb King will automatically switch targets to the Archer Queen, which none of the wizards or anything did. They just kept beating on some of these outer buildings. So there's the Golem. And right now, you should put down the Barb King, because the Barb King will go right after this Archer Queen. But gets his funnel started. Doesn't really matter. Got 3 stars, obviously, as we saw. Queen doesn't really care. Attacks buildings before attacking the Archer Queen. And finally, once it's down, the Barb King comes out. But the Barb King should have came out right away, because he would have gone right after the Archer Queen. And here come the Valkyries, guys. Guess what they're going to do? Jump into that core. And once they're into that core, I believe he does throw down one of his 2 heals. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, there's the 1 heal, and guess what he's going to do? There's the Rage. Couple Teslas popped up as well. 3, 4 Teslas. Look at those Rage spells. Absolutely demolished everything in that core in a matter of just a few seconds. So that's what you want to do against those bases, guys. You see a little cluster there in the middle in the core. Bring a Rage, run GoVaHo. Especially this particular base didn't have any threats of double giant bombs other than more of these Teslas were popped up. But those were going to be taken care of even if they weren't by the enraged Valkyries that went in there. So keep that in mind, guys. You see those cluster cores in your mind, you want to think Rage and GoVaHo and just figure out if that's the way it's set up. If there's any double giant bomb locations that you kind of work around that, or have your kill squad go in and set that off before you put your hogs down. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. A couple of GoVaHo attacks. Hopefully you guys learned something. And once you see these cluster cores, think in your head, I want a Rage spell. I want, 8, 9, 10 Valks and some hogs to kind of clean up. But you want to enrage those Valks once they get in there. And watch them absolutely decimate everything once they go in. So that's it for this video, guys. You did see that we lost this war, but we're still maintaining roughly a 90% win percentage in our last 85 or so wars. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, we're just a normal clan. We don't like strategize out anything. People they're free to attack whatever they want to attack. But we went from a 55% win percentage in our first 170 wars to roughly about a 90% win percentage here in the last 85. If that's something you're interested in for your own clan, or you want your buddies maybe to get a little bit better if they don't look like they know what they're doing as much as some, send them over to our channel. We're geared towards the beginner and the average player. We show these 3-star attacks and just give you little hints and strategies that can hopefully help the average person just push forward and get a little, 10, 20% more on their 2 stars, or hopefully start getting past the 2-star barrier and start getting those 3 stars. Again, we are geared towards the average and beginner player. So if that's kind of what you look like, or if you have clanmates that look like that, tell them to come over to Joe's Auto War Clan on YouTube and subscribe to our videos. Hopefully we can teach them a few things and you guys can start winning more wars. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. I will see you later. Bye.